Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the ADickDid podcast with your co-host Blank.
Am I still blank?
Well, it's one episode. We did the one episode. The
We
note
haven't
I
figured
wrote,
it out.
the title was intros Anon. So, are you anonymous, or are we giving you a name this week?
I don't know. We're gonna have to figure it out by next week.
Fucking goddamn it! All right,
Blank.
Blank. Yeah. So last week we talked about kind of the format of the show, what we want to stick to. We did our "Am I the Asshole" process. Which I was thinking for this week, we might even do like less of those, but actually read the whole story.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's kind of how we feel by the end of it. This episode, I figured we would focus on, another kind of addiction. I had one in the back of my head that I came up with yesterday, and I fucking forgot to write it down. Oh,
Really
gambling. Gambling addiction. Yeah. I don't necessarily think I'm addicted to gambling, but I'm addicted to I don't think I'm addicted to traditional gambling, like casinos and all that, but I'm addicted to like gambling on things, like betting on things. Like I love that. I love the idea of being like, can I predict what's going to happen?
For me, it's like a time. If I'm like there already, I'm like I'm a gamble. But
Yeah.
I'm not the one that's gonna be like, hey, let's go gambling. Let's go gambling. Let's go gambling.
Same.
You know what I mean?
No, I feel that. Like if I go to a casino, I'll definitely play a little bit. Typically, I try not to lose more than $100.
Mm-hmm.
Shit's happened, but I try not to. But yeah, I like things like blackjack. I like roulette. I like craps.
With those ones, there's better chance of actually getting your money back, and you're actually pretty much playing instead of relying on on random shit.
Yeah, what do they call it? The
computer software, whatever.
Yeah, the fucking roulette of what is it? RNG God. Fucking
RNG God.
Yeah, the random number generating God.
Yeah.
I also don't really like those games. I do. There are ways to like predict winning them. In certain states there are advantageous games where they keep racking up over time until someone like hits the spot.
Mm-hmm.
So there are ways to kind of like walk around the floor and see what games people are playing and where they leave them, because a lot of the times people leave the games like right on that fucking like the edge, so to speak, of giving you a really good payout.
Mm-hmm.
I have a friend who kind of showed me some tricks of like you can just walk around, play a couple little spin games, and like look like you're not trying to rig the system because the system's already rigged, and we can agree on that, right? Mm-hmm. So like he showed me how to get around some of that stuff. But yeah, I still prefer games where I'm physically like part of the game. Like even in craps where I'm not the one rolling necessarily the whole time, it's still like a more interesting game to me.
I mean, I like it too, and then you get to play with other people.
Yeah, that too. I do like to play with other people. Blackjack is a lot more fun when you have like 3 or 4 people at the table.
Yeah, when the fucking table's full. You'll see who loses, who wins.
Yeah, there was like this one time I went and we were playing craps, and I was probably up like $300.
Mm-hmm.
My friend was up, I want to say like $600 or $700, and the lady next to us is just racking in like $3,000 every roll. Damn. Because of the shit she has placed down. Mm-hmm. And this lady had the audacity to look at my friend Tim and go, "How do you play this game?" She's like, "I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm winning."
feel like she's just fucking being a douchebag.
And she definitely didn't. No, she wasn't trying to be a douchebag. She actually had no fucking idea. She was like drunk, belligerent, and just like she did not know what the fuck was happening, and it was wild. Like Tim and I just looked at her like, "Fuck off! You're winning like $3,000 a roll here."
Like, I hope you lose.
Honestly,
$3,000 a roll.
and then I also remember, like, right as we were getting ready to leave, I was going to get I think, or no, it wasn't before we were going to leave. It was I needed to put more, or I didn't need to, but I was going to put more money on the table for the craps table. Mm-hmm. And then but I couldn't. You can't give them the fucking slip. You got to like go cash it out. So I go cash my slip, and in the time it took me to go cash that slip and walk back the 30 feet to the table, my friend Tim had lost $300.
God damn.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
It is pretty fucking
wild. While the lady kept winning.
I think the lady was still sitting there winning, yeah.
She fucking took her numbers.
She was rolling for like... That lady rolled for 20 minutes, I want to say.
Is craps just shooting dice?
Yeah. It's like there's all the numbers on the board. There's like the other things you can bet on. I don't know what they're called, like the side bets of like...
Yeah. A little bonus, right?
Yeah, the major minors, the this, the that, and the other thing, like the the patternistic bets and shit. And I just like... I don't like to focus on that stuff. That stuff seems like a little too extra for me at this moment. Mm-hmm. I like to focus on the regular number of rolling the dice and like trying to avoid rolling a 7. I know you can't really like roll dice in a strategic way to like roll a specific number, but it's just a little more interesting to me of a game than like roulette's interesting, but it's
I really
not.
Don't like roulette.
But it's not as interesting as craps. Craps has like an extra layer to it.
I'm sure roulette has a big payout.
Oh yeah. Roulette has huge payouts.
There's so much you have to go against.
If you like, if you said 00 on a green and it dumped 00 on a green, I think that's like a 250 times payout.
Mm-hmm. Because I think there's only one of those, right?
Yeah.
Because then you could bet on black, bet on numbers, bet on fucking odd, even, bet on the row. Fucking shitload of things. Bet in the middle.
Bet in the middle. It's gonna land on the spinner.
I mean not like that.
It lands on top of the spinner. You win the whole like, casino.
Bet on like 2 numbers. Where you put it in the middle.
Oh, like hedge it?
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
And then fucking on 4. I haven't played that shit in a while. I'd rather lose my money on Baccarat.
I haven't played Baccarat.
You either win money fast or lose money fast.
I mean, isn't that just the casino?
Yeah.
What's
like $5 minimum?
I'm gonna Google. Oh yeah, since we've done our introduction and explained things, let's do our Google Doodle for the day. Our Google Doodle is Darton. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. I'm so sorry. Fucking.
Is that what we're doing? Dr. Martin Luther. What the?
I'm just pulling up the doodle. So the doodle, yeah, is for Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. It's to date when we're doing this podcast. Monday, January.
That's today, right?
Yeah, Monday, January 15th, 2024.
Didn't that dude cheat on his wife?
I mean, probably. He's a man. I mean,
he was a religious man.
I don't think that makes a difference. No, he's a religious man, so he cheated on his wife with a child.
What? I don't know about that one. Maybe. Gotta search that up.
Did
Don't do what you
Dr. Martin
search bad things about Dr.
Luther King Jr. cheat on his wife? This is going to be the part of the podcast where people complain.
Well, it is called fucking Addicted.
Yeah. The civil rights activist so close to Martin Luther King Jr., she was thought of as his other wife. Oh, shit.
He has two?
I mean, that's how they thought of her, was his second
Damn.
wife. Damn. Okay. I don't know if that's cheating, but...
I don't think that's cheating.
Ooh, there's like FBI wiretaps from 1964? Bro, this shit's real.
I searched up bad things about Martin Luther King.
Did you?
It says he has very little sense of humor, so his fucking jokes were probably trash.
Yeah.
And booty.
That sucks. He looks like he would be an entertaining individual.
I know. But no. I guess his jokes were booty.
He looks like he'd be a funny guy, man. That sucks.
Let's see. What else? There's not really much negative things people want to say about Mr. King.
Damn. Well, I mean, he is an influential
individual.
Yeah, individual, black individual.
Do you think he got paid for that?
Do you think he got paid for what?
Rallying everybody?
No. No, I think
he got
absolutely. I don't think he got paid for that. No, I 100% think that was out of his own
own money.
Yeah.
Well, what did Martin Luther King do for work?
Yeah, that's actually a good question. While you do that, I'm gonna look up gambling addiction stuff. Okay. How many people are addicted to how many people are addicted to gambling?
He was a pastor.
A pasture or a pastor?
Pastor.
Ah, that makes more sense. That makes quite a bit more sense than a pasture.
A pasture? Is pasture like a nice pasture?
Yeah.
In the distance?
Gambling can stimulate the brain's reward system much like drugs or alcohol can, leading to addiction. If you have a problem with compulsive gambling, you may continually chase bets that lead to losses, use up savings, and create debt. You may hide your behavior and even turn to theft or fraud to support your addiction.
Yeah, I'm out here fucking stealing everybody's shit.
I mean, you do. You steal from work all the time.
Not for gambling addiction. You just do it just for fun.
I want to know, like, statistics on this. I want to know, like, how many people are addicted to it. I want to know,
like a number-wise? 1 out of 100?
Yeah, I like to know the numbers.
I don't think there's statistics for it.
It probably isn't, no. One of the things I always talk about is, like, 2 to 7% of youths develop a gambling disorder compared with about 1% of adults. So, okay, it's not that actually bad, or it's not that prevalent. And many gambling disorders begin in adolescence. College students also gamble at higher rates than the general population. Family who have a parent with a gambling problem are more likely to have problems too. I mean, that makes sense. Sadly, it is estimated that over 80% of people who suffer from some type of gambling addiction never seek treatment, no matter how bad their problem is. Other statistics reveal that while there are people who don't seek treatment for gambling addiction, over 70% end up returning to the world of betting. But again, that's 80% of 1%. Because it's 80% of all people who suffer from gambling addictions. And then when we look at the statistics, it says 7%, 2 to 7% of youths develop a gambling disorder, but only 1% of adults develop one. So, like, let's just add it up and say it's 8% total. It'd be 80% of 8%. And that would be like
80% of 8%?
Yeah. So if we do like, I don't know why I'm so like addicted to math lately, but if we do like 300, that's 3,000, that's 30,000, that's 300,000, that's 3 million, that's 30 million, that's 300 million. 300 million divided, or no, what is 8% of that? 8% of 8% of 330 million would be 2,640,000 people. And then 80% of that, so that'd be times 0.80. So about 2,112,000. No, I did that wrong. 21 million. Yeah, 21,120,000 people return to their gambling addiction.
Are you sure there's that much people?
Well, there's 330 million people in America.
Sounds like a lot of people.
There's like 7.9 billion people on our planet.
Shit.
You know that, right?
Oh, I thought we were only talking about in the United States.
I mean, that's why I did the 330 million.
Oh.
You're really quiet all of a sudden. Did you move away from your mic?
Good now?
Yeah, it's definitely better. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. My brother told me one time that he was at the casino and then some guy was betting and then he was losing. So the dude goes to like you know how like casinos give out loans and shit?
No? What the fuck?
You know casinos give out loans?
Casinos give out loans? That's terrible.
I don't know about the one in ours, but over there, out of state, up there,
Yeah.
they have like a little loan thing, and you just or it's probably illegal over here, but over there, I guess some guy was taking out a loan and then put his house as collateral.
Oh no. Oh no. I've heard of people doing shit like that where they put their house as collateral and it's just like, no.
Because I'm sure in Vegas you could do it.
Yeah, I guess in Vegas you can probably get away with anything when it comes to like
putting down a car,
yeah.
whatever.
You can probably put your girlfriend down as collateral.
Because they're cheap. She's gonna be
could you imagine that you go up and you're like, I'm gonna put my girlfriend down as collateral, and they're like, how much do you think she's worth? And you give them a number.
You'd have to make a deal on that.
You give them any number, and you sound like a piece of shit.
How about 5,000? Come on. I promise I'll come back for her.
I promise I'll come back for her. That pussy's magical.
I'm searching to casinos give out loans. Because I'm sure they do.
I mean, it makes sense that they would to like really fuck people over, but that just seems wild to me. Anyone that goes to a fucking casino to get a loan is an insane person.
Mm.
You have to be absolutely batshit.
How to apply for casino credit?
It's fucking wild.
It's short-term interest free. Just pay it back within 30 days.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot you can do in 30 days.
Lose it all.
Lose it all or win it all big. I felt like I wrote a note down for something to talk about, and I fucking don't see it on my notes, which means I'm not doing a very good job of keeping notes. Oh, I was going to do a check-in with our addictions.
Check it.
Yeah. Do I still feel addicted to alcohol? Well, I'm drinking a beer. So I'll leave that one up to the audience. Do you think you're addicted to alcohol?
I'm still. I'll still drink it, but I still feel sick about it. I haven't stopped, but
Okay.
it still makes me sick.
Do you think you're addicted to sex?
I don't get none, but I probably would. Your turn.
Yeah, I'm definitely addicted to sex, and I ain't getting none either. I am still contemplating if I'm addicted to weed or if I'm just like, I don't know. I use it a lot, and I do use it kind of to cope with a lot. So I don't want to call it an addiction because I'm afraid, but yeah, I think I'm addicted to weed.
I think you more or less use it for your ADHD shit.
I do use it for that too.
I'm not addicted to weed.
No, definitely not. I'm not addicted to cigarettes or anything like that. I've smoked like maybe 2 packs of cigarettes in my life, and every time I do smoke a cigarette, it's just like, it's the most disgusting like thing on planet Earth. I don't know why I ever did.
I'd say yes for me.
Yeah,
Because once I've cut off the vape, I need a cigarette.
that's fair.
That's mandatory.
No, yeah, that's definitely an addiction. That's rough. No, yeah, there was that one day where you were like, I'm out of my vape. And then you went to, I think, Jeff for a cigarette. And I was like, bro, you're going low. You're digging deep for that cigarette right now if you're asking Jeff.
Get that shit, cheap shit.
I could probably get on the vape thing if they were like, if I could literally get a 0 nicotine, 0 tobacco or whatever vape and it was like just the flavored shit. I could probably do that.
I told you just a caffeine vape.
I can't find them anywhere. They weren't at GNC. You lied to me.
They weren't at GMZ?
They were not at GNC. I mean, I don't think they're at General Motor Corporation either, but...
Yeah, I'm at GNC, not GMZ. Let's search up caffeine vape. Plant-based energy vape.
Oh, I'm definitely addicted to caffeine. That's a mandatory for me. I'll come in late for coffee.
I swear they sell Bang vapes.
Bang vapes?
Yeah.
Bro, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
Bang disposable vape. It might be at like the vape shop or something now.
I'm
250 puffs.
I'm fucking Googling this fucking Bang vape.
I think Bane Vape has nicotine.
Do they?
Yeah, I think this Bang Vape has nicotine.
It better fucking not.
It says it does.
It does?
Yes.
Aw. And it's out of stock.
It is out of stock.
It's fucking bullshit. Okay, so what I was thinking about this the other day and I wanted to ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Would you ever just want to make like YouTube videos?
YouTube videos.
Yeah. Like I was editing videos the other day and I was thinking to myself, I could just like edit videos. If you wanted to make videos, I could just edit your videos.
I don't know what to make.
I mean, honestly, you could make anything. You're a pretty smart dude.
I don't know.
You could do YouTube tutorials on how to make songs.
There's millions of those, though.
I mean, yeah, but there's millions of those, but that doesn't mean there ain't someone better. You could be the best.
I could be the best. We the
there's,
best.
There's 7.9 billion people on the planet. It doesn't mean there ain't the best someone.
That's true.
Like, people say there's no such thing as perfect. Perfect is the best.
Like flawless.
Yeah, like flawless victory. There is no such thing as literal perfect, but like people can still be better. Saying there's no such thing as perfect is an excuse to be a shitty person. And like, I don't know. I'm here to motivate people. I'm here to show people that there is more we can do in this world, and giving up is something I'm not capable of doing anymore. I've given up like too many times.
Too many L's.
Yeah, I've taken too many L's, and I gave myself those L's. Like I think back to every L I've taken, and it's all my fault. Like I very clearly could have taken a dub, but I just didn't put in the effort, or I made an excuse. I justified some bullshit.
Makes sense. I'm probably addicted to strip clubs.
Yeah.
That one probably, yeah.
How often do you say you go?
I mean, not too often, but when I go, I spend.
Yeah. Well, that's like, I feel like that rolls into the sex addiction thing. It's like, just because you're not physically having sex, it's like still part of the like, the umbrella of your.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
So
yeah, you're paying for that type of shit. It's like people like if they're paying for like porn and shit.
Yeah, and that's kind of my thing. Is like I don't pay for porn necessarily. No, I do pay for porn. Yeah, I basically pay for porn. Yeah, like I've had 2 or 3 friends, I want to say, that'll just let me like buy nudes from them. Not like whenever I want, but like.
Is it when they need money, they just ask you? Or...
Well, there was one girl that was like, she very clearly was like into that like content thing. Like she would make porn for people, and if they wanted it, like they could buy it from her. And like there were a couple of times where she's like, "Hey, yeah, I know you're like, you like what I do or whatever. Can I like get $40 off you or whatever?" And I'll pay her like the $40. Yeah, for some like nudes or like videos of her masturbating or whatever the fuck.
Custom videos.
Yeah, I've definitely done that like a couple, probably too many times, and I'm proud of admitting. But yeah, like, and then like OnlyFans is fucking easy. OnlyFans is like the fucking. OnlyFans makes me feel like scum. Like when I pay people I know personally for it, it's like, okay, it's just like if they paid me for one of my paintings, or they paid me for like to fix their car or whatever. That like I'm paying them to get me off. But like But yeah, like having subscriptions on OnlyFans makes me feel fucking gross.
Depends how much money it is. If it's like
It's,
$5,
yeah, if it's like $5, then it's like whatever. But
yeah, it's not too crazy.
I think the most I've ever had one be is like $17.99 a month or some shit, and like that made me feel gross because like I heard this joke once. I don't know if you listen to any stand-up comedy, but there was this one stand-up comedian, Matt Rife, and he made a joke about how like, do you really think your nudes are worth more than a Netflix subscription? I can watch fucking hours of Netflix over and over, binge hundreds of thousands of shows, and the shit ain't as much as your OnlyFans. And it's like that joke really stuck with me and kind of made me feel dirty.
It's crazy. She's worth more than Netflix.
Like, do you really think your coochie's worth more than fucking Netflix?
I mean, that makes sense, but still, they don't got as much followers as Netflix.
Yeah. Or like, I mean, in my mind, it's like, even on a sheer content basis, it's like, even if you were putting out, if you started today an OnlyFans account and you put out like 5 10-minute videos a day, you would never catch up with what Netflix has. So it's like, it is kind of an interesting like perspective of what is something worth to you. Like, is the entertainment of TV worth more than like getting off?
Mm-hmm.
No. Getting off to me is probably the most worthwhile thing in my life. If a fucking like, I'm not saying I would just sleep around with anybody, but but sex is definitely something I'm like attracted to.
I mean, yeah, not everybody, but there is those ones you like. I don't know.
Yeah. like our last coworker,
The blank,
the other blank, different blank.
rough times.
Rough times at the bottle drop.
Rough times.
Or rough times before the bottle drop, even.
Freddy's.
Oh, God. Can I? Oh, fuck. I don't know if I can.
Center.
Do I want to put this on the podcast?
What did you do?
Fuck it. I'm going to put it on the podcast. So someone at work, blank someone at work told me that Jeffrey, I hate him. I don't care. I'm not saying blank for him. someone at Bottle Drop told me that Jeffrey was an Amazon janitor before he worked.
He worked at Amazon. I don't know if he was a janitor.
Or like that's what they said. They said he worked at Amazon, thought it was a janitor, not specifically sure what the job was. But I'm taking Amazon janitor because that sounds like Jeffrey.
Okay.
And that he got fired from that.
Did he?
That was what I was told. I don't know, but that's what I was told. And I got I think I fucking gave that person a really good giggle when I said and Chris hired him after that. Like, you failed at being a janitor? And I told this story to Maddie. And she goes, do you think he was bad at being a janitor, or do you think he was just doing some shady fucking shit? And I'm like, that's a good question.
I don't know if he was a janitor. He told me that he was working at I don't see him working packaging, but I think he said he was working.
I mean, I wouldn't trust anything that comes out of Jeff's mouth. We'll just start there. But I could see him being a janitor before being a packager.
He doesn't even like to clean. He'd be yelling at the fucking floor.
He'd be yelling at the fucking floor.
Grrr.
Did you move away from your mic again?
Kind of. I'm kind of like laying back.
Okay. I just noticed you get like slightly quieter.
Slightly. Let me turn it up so. Is that a little bit better?
That's perfect, bro.
Or is that kind of the same?
That's good. No, that is good.
I'm still laying back. I just turned it up.
I'm worried that my audio is going to be really quiet because, like, I'm looking at not the waveform, but the little audio fucking thing that's showing it picks up my audio. Mm-hmm. And it still seems quiet sometimes, so I'm trying to, like, keep my mic right in front of me and speak good.
Speak good?
I'm trying to speak real good for the audience.
Mm. Like clear or just...
Clear and loud. Not loud, but what's the word they always say that you need to speak so you get to the back of the crowd in an audience? I'm trying to speak with my chest. How about that?
Oh, yeah.
Gotta
so they can hear you in the back.
Gotta let them hear me in the back. But yeah, with like the other reason I was thinking about asking you if you want to do YouTube videos and stuff is because I've been doing like the 5 days a week, whatever, and I'm going to 6 days a week because I'm going to be doing Monday ranked, Tuesday try something new, Wednesday is this podcast, Thursday is firefight, Friday is casual gameplay, and then Saturdays is speak for itself story mode. I don't know. Like, I feel like I could keep going. I feel like I could keep putting shit out.
You're just gonna just put up a whole bunch of shit then?
Yeah, I'm putting up like a video every day except for Sunday, basically. Which is, that's actually perfect because Lazarus comes from the Bible. So maybe I should just not. To jokingly never put anything out on Sundays is something I should do.
You'll be like Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, I'll be like Chick-fil-A, but I don't believe in anything religious. Like, I'm not religious by any means.
Me neither.
I believe there are other beings beyond humanity in the galaxy. I don't want to call them aliens because I think that's like a silly term. But
I'll call them aliens.
But I do think it's like... I do think it would be ignorant as a human to believe that we're the only species of like higher power. But I don't believe in like one almighty God.
You think that God's with the aliens too?
I mean, I would think of it more as like I believe in kind of like the mythology standpoint of multiple gods. Mm-hmm. And instead of like
just the one controlling everything.
Yeah, instead of one controlling everything, and instead of it being like the Roman gods or the Germanic gods or whatever, I would think it's more like the planetary gods. I would think it's more like galactic gods. So like there's probably a god somewhere on our Earth.
For like God of Earth and God of whatever planet you're on.
Yeah, like I definitely believe there's something like that going on.
I guess that's more maintainable.
Yeah. But maybe that's just because my small, feeble brain, like, that's all I can believe. Like, maybe I am the stupid one. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe just because I don't believe it. Not just because I don't believe it, but maybe there is something, like, fucking major.
I mean, there could be, but I don't. So.
I definitely don't have an addiction to religion.
Is there such thing?
Yeah, that's actually a good question. Is there, is there, and
I mean, those would be the people who come to your door and knock, right?
kinda, yeah, because they're like going out of their way.
Yeah, they don't fucking work. They don't do shit.
They're
They
also
knock
going like
on the door.
sometimes when a addicts or alcoholics are in recovery, they switch their compulsive behaviors from substance abuse to something more healthful like religion. This can turn into an addiction in itself. However, some people turn to religion for the feeling of togetherness that they experience in a community. Is it okay to be addicted to God? The fuck?
That didn't give
No.
anything new.
No, yeah, that's not what I wanted. I would say yeah. Well, okay, so I think the basis of addiction is very simple. I definitely think anyone can be addicted to anything, and maybe that's something we dig into is like what defines the difference between an addiction and an obsession.
I guess they're more or less obsessed, right?
Yeah, because like to me, an addiction is when you start doing something that's gonna be detrimental to yourself, like something that's gonna start causing you negatives, but like the mind fuck of like whatever that positive is, somehow like your brain thinks that positive is worth more than all the negatives that come with it.
So it'd be like stalkers.
Yeah. Or like I definitely think like a maybe not Jehovah's Witness, but like the
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 door to door people.
the idea of like a Jehovah's Witness but for like Christians, like someone who's just going door to door to like praise Christianity, I definitely think that would be submerging into the idea of addiction because you know in this world you could easily get shot, hurt, like pulled into the house and kidnapped. Like there are a million terrible, terrible things people will do to you for going to their fucking door nowadays. And you're
Mm.
choosing to do that over staying safe in your home for religion. Something that you also know a lot of people don't believe in. So yeah, I definitely think that could like become addictive.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever gotten them at your
What?
the church people?
Have I ever what?
Gotten the church people at your door?
Uh when I was younger, I feel like it happened a lot more.
Do you just hide from them too?
Nah, well, so when I was really little, yeah, if someone like knocked on the door, I'd just like ignore it. I'm like, I'm too young for that shit. Not my job, kind of thing. Uh, when I got to like the age of being kind of sadistic, I definitely feel like I would. I don't know if I ever actually did it, but I know I would have like the idea of I would open it and be like, oh, why don't I introduce you to my Satanistic shit? Like I definitely wanted to do that just to fuck with people. Um,
And just slam the door, fuck off.
But now that I'm thinking about it, that might be why I haven't seen anyone do that in a while.
Because you're part of it.
Like maybe I'm on a list. Like I scared one guy, and now I'm never getting another motherfucker.
You're scared of God before.
I told him I was the religion of Satan, and he was like, you know what? We're just not even gonna send another guy over. We're not gonna try to save him.
They told their friends. I feel like once a person knows that you open the door and let them read you their shit, then they start telling other people or their friends, and they start coming there too.
Yeah. I'm gonna let my dog in real quick.
Okay.
I'm back.
Yep.
We're like 45 minutes into recording. Do you want to move into the Am I the Asshole?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. Let's find Reddit's Am I the Asshole? All right. How do we want to do it this week? Do we want to read the whole story or do we want to just do the quick round?
Dude. Which one did we did last time? Did we kind of do a little bit about?
I feel like we did just quick round and then we like kind of we pondered on ones that we thought needed more explanation.
Let's do that again.
All right.
I feel like that's the good combo.
All right. Let's start with Am I the asshole because I left without saying goodbye after finding out about inheritance?
I
If
don't think so.
It depends. If you found out about your inheritance and you're getting that money and you're just fucking bailing without saying goodbye to people, maybe you're kind of an asshole. But if it's like you found out your partner has an inheritance that they've been hiding from you and you just say goodbye and leave, then like, no, I don't think you're really an asshole.
I think either way you wouldn't be an asshole. If you're getting all the inheritance and you just leave, well, why do you need to stay?
Yeah. Well, without saying goodbye, though. You got to say goodbye.
Well, if he's like dying right there and then, yeah.
That's fair.
If he's not, if he's already dead, like, why are you gonna stay?
Oh, yeah.
If he's like literally on his deathbed talking about inheritance and then just leave, yeah.
I see what you're saying. Am I the asshole for giving more money to my daughter than my sons and saying that my grandkids are not my responsibility? Yes. No. Your grandkids are not your responsibility. You're not an asshole for that. You are an asshole for giving more money to the daughters than the sons.
Might as well treat them equal and don't give them shit at all.
Exactly. Exactly. Just treat them equal and don't give them shit at all if it's a problem. Am I the asshole for not fighting the school to allow my daughter to go on a field trip? That seems interesting.
That seems like a personal problem.
Yeah. If you have to...
Why do you have to fight for your daughter to go on the school trip? What the fuck did she do?
Oh, okay. They only allow students to go on the field trip if they have an A in the class.
Tell her get her grades up.
Yeah. That's on you for not teaching your kid to get better grades.
You don't reward failure.
Exactly. You're not an asshole, but you also don't reward failure.
Yeah, no, I'm an asshole.
Am I the asshole for not standing up for my girlfriend after the stand-up comedian made racist jokes about her being a single mom to a biracial son? I mean,
no, he's a fucking comedian.
Yeah, you paid money to go see that show.
You paid money to hear that joke.
Exactly, you paid money to hear that joke, and just because it hurt her feelings doesn't mean it wasn't funny.
She signed up for that when she fucking got there.
Exactly. This brings a perfect example. Is Marcel the asshole for making Alex change his name? No, he's not an asshole. He's just...
Hey, that's
because I paid for that joke.
You paid for that.
I paid for that joke. Oh, fuck. Am I the asshole for refusing to pay for my sister's wedding dress? No. The fuck?
What the fuck?
Pay for her own fucking wedding dress.
Unless you owe her that certain amount of money.
I mean, but that becomes a whole different issue. That becomes, am I the asshole for not paying back my debt? And then the answer is yes.
Oh yeah.
Am I
Oh,
the asshole for yelling at a guy on a bike who ignored my warnings not to get too close to my young horse?
young horse.
I'm just gonna fucking ignore that one.
That
Am I
one,
the...
that one was kind of retarded. I'm like,
Yeah, what the
who the
fuck?
fuck has a young horse?
Am I the asshole for telling my husband that his mom is contradicting in how she shows concern for our toddler's health? No, you're just concerned. You're showing concern for your children's well-being.
Mm,
And if you have to point out a contradiction in someone's attitude, that is not being an asshole. That's called being a fucking...
parent.
It's called being a parent. Am I the asshole for not wearing a bra to my friend's wedding?
Oh no.
Hell
You're,
nah.
you're doing good. You're doing God's work.
Yep, you're doing God's work. And you know what? That's what we're going to end that segment on. Titties. Well, thank you for doing this with me.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you being here. You want to do it again next week?
Next week.
Sounds like a fucking plan. Thank you guys so much for listening to me and Anon do another episode of the ADickDid podcast. I hope you'll check out our YouTube content where we also make Halo videos and some other stuff. Yeah. Appreciate the listen. And I hope you'll come back next week for another episode of the ADickDid podcast.